Hey, Steve Zick here. Welcome back to polkzoo channel and the Guitar Ladder System. Hey, here's a guitar that I recently got in the mail, and I'm gonna have a little fun here and see if you can guess what it is. I will tell you, it came from Brazil. I love guitars from Brazil because a lot of people don't realize that wood from Brazil, even if it's not the usual, what we think of as Brazilian rosewood with the figure and everything, the soil in Brazil is really rich and abundant in nutrients, and there's some really highly skilled luthiers in Brazil that made a lot of guitars in the 50s and 60s. I do believe this was made in the 50s or 60s, and I can put this guitar on my bed and just strum it. Hear that? It's got this sound. This guitar sounds incredible. I've sold nylon strings for 12, 15 grand before that don't have this same growl. And tell you, man, this is what's so fun about buying and selling guitars and collecting and playing is I always come up with something. But this recently came in. It's got some gorgeous figure on the sides and the back. I'm not sure if you can see that. It always looks different on a camera. But it really has some beautiful wood. And when you photograph it, it even brings it out even more because different angles kind of show the figured wood in a different way. I do believe the back is laminate, but you know what? A lot of people don't understand laminate. Most of the really high quality laminate's actually pretty thick. So you almost get like a double top type thing, which is usually really high end nylon, high end classicals. But even laminate wood, especially from other countries like Brazil, and I've got some information from the person I got this through that said that he's actually a wood broker, and he's done this for a long time. And he said a lot of the people he gets wood from will have one or two guitars that maybe somebody they've done a lot of business with getting wood from. A lot of people that deal in wood also make guitars a lot. Most of them aren't famous, but sometimes they just have such a love for wood. And this guy has bought a tremendous amount of wood from one guy, and the guy had this guitar and decided to let him have it. And he said, you can do whatever you want, you can keep it, you can sell it, but I'd like it to go to a good home. And the guy thought about me, and I don't know if I really want to keep this, but I'm kind of in the same boat here. If somebody really resonates with this guitar, would really like it, would be willing to pay me, a decent price that I don't feel like I'm giving it away. Because it really, I have, I think, 13 or 14 nylon strings now. I'm kind of going crazy with them because I just love the tone. And I collect nylon strings. I just love the sound. This guitar has some sounds I've never heard in any guitar. And like I said, some of the figure on the back is just absolutely gorgeous. I'm not sure if you can see that. But anyway, I have some new strings on here, so I'm going to do a real short demo. But you can even hear it on just like one note. Hear that? And I would call that a piano type tone, because if you can hear that note, that particular note just rings out like a bell. Hear that? And I'm using the other day somebody emailed me, hey, I really like the tone you got that nylon string. Can you tell me what kind of recording equipment you use and what special mics? I said, dude, I use an $80 Zoom Q3. That's it. I don't use a lot of expensive stuff. It's the guitar and learning to play with weight. Hear that sound? That's incredible. But you can hear the whole right there. That says it all. That's an incredible note. But like I said, the strings are stretching right now, so I'm probably going to keep this demo extremely. Because I just put these strings on, I think, late last night. But you can hear the tone. It's just incredible. See that's like sounds like a piano. That's some incredible tone right there. So anyway, if you want to guess what brand this is, feel free. If you want to buy it, we'll have to talk about price. It's not going to be super high, but on the other hand, it's not going to be super low either. Somewhere in the middle of all that, because it just sounds. In fact, this guitar probably hasn't been played for 40 years, and I was playing it after I first got it, and oh man, I love waking up a guitar. Nothing is more fun than hearing a guitar start to growl. But yeah, this different. I love nylon strings. They all have their magic, but this one has kind of a mid bass piano growl and a mid bass thing. And I'm pretty sure it's a flamenco guitar too. It's kind of set up for flamenco, and I'm pretty sure it's a flamenco guitar. It's real low at the net. Anyway, I'm keeping this short because the strings are stretching out. But yeah, go ahead and guess what it is. And if you're interested in buying it, hit me up. You hear that? This I played this guitar for a couple hours last night, but yeah, man, I don't know if you can see that wood like I'm seeing, and I'm trying to give you different views of it, but it is really beautiful looking. I just love figured wood, and it's got some really nice figured wood that goes this way as well as flame that goes this way, and different camera angles sometimes make it look like more on this side, but then certain angles you can see it on this side really good. It's really an artistic kind of holographic back that changes and kind of dances depending on how you're looking at it, which I love, by the way. But man, this is art. Art and investments you can play is what I used to say in big when I used to run ads in Vintage Guitar Magazine. Arts and investments. So I'd be more than happy to add this to my collection. But if somebody out there is kind of feeling the call of this guitar and resonating, make it worth my while, maybe we can do something. But I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to sell this guitar because I really love it. I have a lot of, because I think I've got 13 or 14 nylon strings now, and this one has a little something that the other ones don't have. I'm almost thinking of doing a CD of all, nylon string, and then try to use all 14 guitars on it just to kind of build, a certain voice, But anyway, yeah, this is really a beauty. And the fact that it has wood binding is really, that shows that whoever made this knows what they were doing, because it just when you put a bunch of plastic on a guitar, it doesn't. There's a lot of luthiers that won't use any plastic, But yeah, the wood on this guitar is just absolutely stunning. And even though it may not be a completely solid back and sides, the wood is thick enough that when it's married to like another piece of mahogany, or maple, I am seeing some flame coming through here, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a solid back. But my point just being is that old wood like this, and even laminate, they use thicker pieces. It wasn't like just a thin little sheet like on a Les Paul or something. It was a pretty good size, pretty thick chunk that oftentimes is married to another piece of wood like mahogany to bring out the mids and the mid bass. It's pretty interesting, So anyway, I just thought I'd share this. I just got this yesterday, actually, and I love it, man. I'm more than happy to put it in my collection. But if somebody's really I'm in the guitar business. It's all heart to me, man. It's heart and passion. I'm in this. I just sold a really nice bass to somebody, a little higher end bass, and he just loves it, and that makes me feel good that he's so happy with it, All right, guys. My email is stevezook7@yahoo.com. Not seven spelled out, just STEVEZOOK, the number 7, at yahoo.com. Or you can hit me up that way. All right, take care. Bye bye.